Hi everyone, good to see you again and welcome to my 29th vlog. Stop looking and searching for love. Wow, do you recognize it? That longing, deep longing for a partner? Do you recognize it that everywhere you go, you hope to meet someone, every party, every event, every invitation you receive from people, you feel the idea like, oh, maybe I will meet someone there. And well, I did, and I wasn't always aware of it. And when we meet someone, and we have the interest in that person, then what we do is like, we hope that the other person understands and sees us. We hope that the other person likes us as much as we like the other person. And by creating so, like everything what we do in this is, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a longing for that love. There's a longing for that recognition, that valuation, that intimacy, you name it. Like the deep longing of being valued by someone. And I wasn't aware of how much energy that costs. And it was actually this week that someone said to me that, wow, what would you do with all that energy if you can't bring it outwards? What would you do with all that energy? And I was like, wow, I didn't even notice that I was like, if I go to a party or if I go to a beach here in Kopangan, that I'm like looking around, and I have moments that I'm very aware of it. But in this case, I wasn't aware. And I was thinking like, what would I do? And what in this case also, what would you do if you have all this energy which goes outwards, if we put it inwards? Because my experience is that every time I feel this longing, that actually I create my own misery. I create my own sadness. Because it's not only that I'm longing for a partner, it's also that I'm longing to be evaluated and to be, how to say that, like to be recognized, and also like the longing to that the other person likes me back. And with this energy exchange is actually the other person first of all can feel it, and second of all, like all that energy goes out with insecurities, if we are good enough, if someone likes us enough, with the questions of, do we need to do more? Do we need to do anything to be seen in our love? And this week, again, and this island is triggering me in so many ways, I guess. I was like, fuck, I'm doing it again. It's like I've done this work so many times. I've done this work of coming close to myself so many times. Why do I keep doing this? And I was so fed up with it. I was so done with it. I was like, wow, I felt broken and even worse. But then I was like, okay, if I use all this energy to go outwards, what would happen if I would go inwards and just give all this energy back to myself? And I felt resistance inside of me. And the resistance of like, if I let go of this, then it might not come. But I knew that if I would continue with this, I would feel even more miserable. So the idea of like all this energy going outwards, what would happen if we all bring this energy back inwards? And what would happen in ourselves? And really, I saw that I'm now on a path of creating a new business, creating new ideas, and my whole being is more happy than ever to set something new up. And still my energy was leaking. Energy is leaking towards outwards for gratification inwards. And I was like, wow, if I bring this energy back, what would I do with it? If all this energy, what goes outwards, goes back inside of me, what would I do? Then I would focus more on my new business. I would focus more on my joy, and I would less be looking outwards for the confirmation and everything. And I was really surprised that it was such an easy click, and I didn't know that, like, sometimes when I'm in this field of longing, or like, it's like a subtle layer underneath. And I also considered, like, if I've been dealing with this since I was 6 years old, the first time I fell in love with a boy, since that moment, and the princesses of Walt Disney and everything, is like the conditioning of a partner. So this is like luring in the background every time, and every time I'm able to come back to myself, and then without noticing, somehow I end up again in that place of deep longing. And there's again nothing wrong with that longing. However, I see that when I am in this place of lack, that it creates sadness, and I create my own misery. And why do I want to be in a place of misery? So to put my energy back in is like creating what I want to do. And especially with this new moon, there is a new opportunity for all of us to set intentions. So to really see, like, okay, what is it that I want to invite? How do I want to feel? Where do I want my energy to go to? But before that, I had to go to a step of acceptance. And the acceptance of the fact that I sometimes just keep running in circles. The acceptance of the fact that no matter how hard I try, I still don't understand the trick of love, and that it upsets me and it frustrates me, and that's also okay. And yeah, I really understand that the acceptance part is the biggest changer to be able to open up for something new again. And that something new is, in my case, I said, I don't want to do any healing workshop or anything else to be able to be ready to receive. If I do something, I only want to do it for myself. And that alone already created positive energy towards myself. And this week I did a workshop, and I really felt like, wow, it's all for me. It's all for me. And what am I going to do with this energy, and this positive energy, is to create something. And yeah, but before that I had to accept it. And I cried some tears that I was like, wow, how come like that I get back into this crazy place of like running in circles and not understanding how I can change it, and not understanding how to do it differently. And it's actually the acceptance of that it's okay. This is the life path. This is the journey we're on, and yeah, what can I do? I don't know. So from that place of acceptance, I really wanted to invite something new in with the new moon. And yesterday we had a beautiful women's circle, and we all ended up like in acceptance and loving ourselves for the things we actually don't like about ourselves. And after that it was like, okay, what do we want to invite? And from a place of gratitude, and I've posted this several times before on my Facebook and Instagram, is really like the power of intention and manifestation, the law of attraction. It's really to, first of all, imagine it. Like, what is it that we want to invite? Second of all, how does it look like? What, like, could be a new job, could be feeling in balance, could be feeling happy. So really, how does it look like if we are happy? And then start to envisioning and embodying to the feeling of like, okay, if I want to feel happy, how does my life look like? How would I walk on the streets? How would I behave? How would I dress? What would I do? And really start feeling it inside what it is that we want to invite. So for me, it was really about like, I'm inviting like all the positive energy to go towards my new business, and stay with an open heart to be able to meet someone instead of just focusing fully on that potential partner. So yeah, altogether I would say, like, understand the power of an intention, but the first step we have to take is acceptance of where we are and embracing of what we do, who we are, and where we stand in life in this specific moment. And yeah, where do you want to guide your energy to? It's really important, like, start to feel like, what is it that you want to invite in your life, and what is your life purpose? And maybe you don't know your life purpose yet, but I can tell you one thing: our life purpose is ourselves, and from that place everything unfolds. And this could be anything, doesn't really matter. So yeah, like, make sure that you are the life purpose of your life, and that you bring all your love and energy towards you. And with this new moon, and today is still a great day to do this, set intentions and manifestations for this coming cycle, especially since it was an eclipse. It's the solar solstice, it's a new moon. It's a new moon. So use this energy and start creating from a place of gratitude, because our words are super powerful, and as powerful as our thoughts. So when we want to create, we write or we say or we think the things that we want to invite from a place of gratitude. So in this case, I'm super grateful that I have this amazing new business and that it's fruitful, and I'm so grateful that I'm happy with giving it energy and love, and that it's received very well. Yeah, and that I stay with an open heart to all the people around me, and that I'm grateful for my health and my happiness and everything. So this is a small example of how to invoke what it is that you want to invite. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week, and have a wonderful day. With love. Ciao.